Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Jackton Gaiwa, and thank you so much for watching my previous video where we dealt with episode 1. I hope you got something. So this is a continuity. We are getting into episode 2 and we are going to deal with the financial reality of a business. That is the whole one of the episode where we were dealing with before you start a business, some of the things that nobody's going to tell you. So we are tackling them one by one because there are some things that people ignore but very important, and when you master them early before you jump into business, you are going to find it easy and progress is going to be a bit smooth. So today we are dealing with financial reality of a business. There is something that people are not telling you when it comes to starting a business. Money does not change how you behave, but what money is going to do and how money is going to work totally changes in business. Because in business, the money you are using, or you are using money to take care of a lot of things, and it is not just about you. And business, when it comes to business, the business and the person should be two different entities. So business is somebody else, let's say, and you are somebody else, and dealing the money is core to differentiate between yourself and the money. So one of the important things is income is no longer predictable in the business, and nobody is going to tell you that. Or with the zeal and the desire to start a business, it is very important to know that income in business is unpredictable. You know how employment works. Every month you are expecting a salary from your employer. It doesn't matter how the circumstances were, maybe in that month or that year, or the predicaments of the economy, external forces, or whichever, but you are sure you are going to get your money and you are going to plan with your money. But when it comes to business, it is unpredictable. There is a lot of uncertainty in regards to when money is coming in. You get away from a place of reality or expecting money to working in probability. Either it's going to work or it's not going to work. So that is the moment that you really going to get into pressure if you don't master the art that really money is not going to come as frequent as possible. And in business, another thing you need to know, revenue is not what you think. Revenue, you will make sales will come, you will have customers, things are working, but you generate a revenue, but there are also expenses, things to take care of, things to look into. There is rent to pay, there are workers to pay, there is a difference associated cost, there is stock you need to. So it is not what you think that when I sell a product, the money belongs to me. No. Sometimes you get to hold money, you do transactions, you do sales, you count your money, even profit, but at the end of the day, the money is not there, the cash. You wonder whether your business is doing okay or there is something you are doing wrong. That is expected when it comes to business, because revenue, profit, and as we will discuss later, revenue, profit, and cash flow is a different thing, plus sales. We will get to know much about that later. There is something called cash flow, the part nobody tells you about. There is something people don't understand here. There is something called cash flow. In business, you can do good sales. Customers are coming in. Activities are awesome. Transactions are happening. You have profit. You've paid your expenses, but at the end of the day you don't have cash, and the bills are not going to wait for you. Do you know that? You can, let's say you got your stock at a certain amount, and there is this customer you trust so much, and they came to you to give you give them the products in credit, hoping that they will pay in 30 days. You are so happy because sales are happening, but that is not the case. Remember, you will record profit on paper, but in reality you don't have that money. But you know, the rent at the end of the month, the bills are coming, you have to take care of them. So it is important to understand cash flow. Cash flow is the money you retain, the money you have, like to run your daily activities. If you don't master that right, you are going to get off the business, and nobody will tell you that. Then there is a financial discipline. More or less the same with the normal life, how to balance things, but now here, no, there is a business to take care of, there is yourself to take care of. So there is financial discipline whereby you really need to understand which money goes where and at what time. Because as we have talked about cash flow, you can have awesome business, you are busy doing business, but in reality you don't have the cash to sustain you and keep the business moving, because maybe poor budgeting, or could be you increased the sales and you increase the profit margin, but at the same time you increase the cost of goods or the cost of doing business. So let's say you increase the profit by 20%. You get it? And but at the same time the cost of operation goes up with 30%. So are you making profit or making loss? Definitely you are going to make a loss. So financial discipline is going to get you to a level that will make you, enable you sustain your business. And these things, they look basic, but people miss them. That's why business starts to struggle before the first birthday. You want to bring a lot of employees in, you want to bring expand your business, you want to make it look fancy, and the expenses are scaling so much, but the money is not there. The money coming in is not there. That one is not going to give you opportunity to run the long run of business. Another important thing is reinvestment and delayed rewards. Reinvestment and delayed rewards. In the beginning of business, there is the business is still expanding, because let's say you started small. Definitely you need to go large. You need to expand the scope and open maybe a few businesses or do some add stock. But that means generally in the beginning of business, life is not going to be so easy, because the little money you get that comes in, you reinvest to expand the business or improve the services. At this time, you could be having money, but it's not yours. And remember, you also expect to earn from the business, but at this time it's not gonna happen because money is not there, because the business is demanding so much. And when nobody tells you about this, you will have a lot of pressure. And at the long run, you will see that the business is not working. No, it's working, only that nobody prepared you that with these things, that there is, at the beginning of the starting a business, there is a part of reinvestment and delayed rewards. There is a part of cash flow. You must have money at hand which can meet the basic needs of the business, like paying rent, transport, paying electricity, and you needed to have known that income is not predictable, so you prepare in advance. You needed to know that business may not work the way you planned. You will do everything perfectly right. but plans may go not as you wished. So these are some of the realities I wanted you to know, and I believe that this video has helped you. You've gotten some points that can make you prepare in advance, or even if you are in business right now, these things are important. You can restructure, readjust for the continuity of your business. And if you found this video useful, click that subscribe button, because there is a much coming. Remember, I told you this is episode 2. There is episode 3 coming, and it's going to be wonderful. If you combine these episodes, you are going to get ahead. It's like a course, you know, and you're going to get enlightened and prepared even to run a business better. So yours here, Jackton Ngaiwa, always pleasure hosting you and having you watch these enlightenment and points. So see you on the next episode. Remember to subscribe and find me across all social media platforms. Jackton Ngaiwa on YouTube, TikTok. You get me on LinkedIn, the same name, Instagram and Facebook. So see you then. Thank you.